Skyrim, the quest No Stone Unturned, the Stones of Barenziah locations, AA Gamer for Life. Okay, so here are the 24 locations. The first video, we got our first 5, and they're basically in the order that you're seeing on here, exception of the one that started in Dragon Reach up at the Jarl's quarters. It's the only one that's kind of not in sequence, so we got our first 5 in the first video, kind of gave you the lowdown on some things. Now, like I was mentioning, some are kind of, you have to do a quest or some things to get to where you need to get to. Like this one here, we need to get into the Brotherhood Sanctuary, so the Dark Brotherhood. And in Windhelm, either the guards or one of the keepers or somebody will mention about this boy that's trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood, and that'll start the little side quest. And you head up to his house and he asks you to do a job for him. You do that, you get paid, and then after that you need to go sleep in a bed that's not your own, like in an inn, something like that effect.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Alright, so we go up here and see the boy, and he's basically asking you to take out the lady at the orphanage over in Riften.
Baptized in blood and fear.
Kind!
Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Alright, so you take her out and then make your way back to see the boy. He pays you.
Thank you again.
Says his pa says the college makes lots of
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
He asked this guy to rent a room.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Alright, so once you go to sleep, you're going to wake up in the abandoned shack or something like that. And I think her name is Azrael. Okay, so you talk to her, and she basically, there's like 3 bodies in there. You got to kill one of them. I really don't think it matters who you pick. Anyway, from there we can get into the sanctuary. Okay, once you get in, she talks to you and get some quests to start the whole Dark Brotherhood thing, but we can get to our next stone finally. Okay, I'm not sure if the option for the door is in your... Like when you go there to the door, if like the right option will be there. That little beginning part, she gives you the answer you need to get through the door here.
Is the music of life.
Serve you well in all your endeavors.
Okay, so I talked to her. She gives you a quest. We're in. From this point, we can go get our stone now. I don't believe that I messed with any of these quests while I was doing these stones. Later in the game, I finally get around to doing the quests for her. Much higher level, not that that really matters, but that's our 6th stone. And in the other video I mentioned that you need to keep in mind that you need to have 25,000 banked up by the time we get to the Solitude house. And maybe you want to take some of your gold and stash it in a crib or something like that, or just to keep in mind that you're going to need 25,000. So
I want you to head out to Markov and speak to Endon. He's a silversmith. He has some kind of shop there. His father was a good friend of the guild back in the day, but we could really use his family's influence back on our side. Aren't you supposed to be in Markov? Finish that job.
okay, so as you progress through the Thieves Guild,
I work silver.
they give you
with my
these
father,
quests.
and his father before him.
And our
Oh,
next
thank goodness.
location...
I wasn't sure where else to turn. I have silver to bend.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
We train.
is the home of this quest, and I'm like, well, I'm going to be down there, and I got to do this quest for the Thieves Guild, so it's like, you know, might as well get it all done. I do believe like some random missions may take you back down in here, but I went to Devlin, and at some point when you follow his quest, when he sends you over to Markarth to talk to this guy, it opens up this quest. And again, you didn't have to do that quest. If you're not there, you just need to go get the stone, then by all means just come over here and get down there and get the stones. If you pick up the silver molds, that may start the quest, or there'll be a quest item in there, and then maybe he goes talk to you, you'd be like, hey, I already got him because I already been there and I killed everybody and I got the silver molds already. So he'd be like, well, great. Well, here you get paid and that kind of thing. So anyway, he's going to be one of our Thieves Guild's merchants, and it's a beautiful thing because he's always outside walking around. You just pretty much fast travel to Markarth, and usually walking around during the daytime. So, okay, so the trap door got a little secret button here, and they got some stuff in the way. I don't know if that's gonna alert them down there or not, but whatever it is, I'm coming, and I don't care if you're alerted or not. I'm gonna take care of business because I got a job to do. That guy's kind of like in the shadows. It's like you can't really see him. You walk right up, next thing you know, he's all like right there. I'm not exactly sure how many quests are in to get this guy up. Like I mentioned in the first video, that I am doing the Thieves Guild quest as I'm doing the stones as well. Like Everglow Estate's been there. There's no stones there, but you know, I went and did that. And then the meadery, did that because the Thieves Guild merchants, they have the most, and obviously they'll buy the stolen items from you as well. Later in the game, if you put your points towards the speech where the merchants can buy stolen items, then you're good. But it's definitely 100% worth getting the Thieves Guilds done first. And a friend at work, he I forget exactly what level he was, and I showed him some of my videos, and I was like, well, he's like, I restarted my game. I was like, what, really? He's like, yeah. And he stuck right to the Thieves Guild. These merchants are just good to have. Again, they have more money than any of the other merchants, so, and again, this game's all about the money. We need to pick up all the loot, we enchant the weapons and armor and that kind of stuff, and then get it sold so we can progress on. Alright, so in that room was the stone, and then I think later down the path where you get to the big room is where all the silver mold stuff was. So alright, so I went and saw the guy, ended the quest. Everybody at the Thieves Guilds was happy, so we're off to our next stone here. And it looks like I'm gonna get some boulders down here. Alright, so just progress through. This is also the home of a lot of the redoable quests. The Dawn Guard will send you down here. There's usually a vampire. They'll say there's a vampire trying to turn bandits into vampires, and you're like, well, I guess if they wanted to turn them into vampires, it wouldn't take too long. But anyway. Kill everybody and grab the stone. Okay, so over at the Solitude Lighthouse is this ship, and there is a quest that's going to send you down here to, I believe, kill the captain or something. Can't say right offhand, but definitely the home of a stone down here, so work your way through the ship and then get to the captain quarters. And on his little dining table there is the next stone. Okay, so this one's a little on the tricky side. You have to find your way up to the Fillmore Palace or whatever. There's this cave, and you can see it. I don't know, it's just kind of camouflaged. If you're on the ground, it's a little hard to spot from the path. Alright, so that's our cave right there. I'm not sure if this is like the way out, like when you do the diplomatic immunity or whatever that quest is for the Blades, where they kind of send you off to the Fillmore Palace there. But anyway, in our cave is that stone. And I also believe there's a couple of trolls down here to greet you. Again, this one cave, it's a little tricky to find, but it's easy to walk past that little opening when you're going up and down that path. But there's a look at the map where we were. Okay, so we're over at the Blue Palace, and again, I've been mentioning that you are going to need 25,000 in gold to buy the manor out here. So as you're progressing, doing whatever you're doing, just keep that in mind, that you're going to need 25,000 to get that done. But even if you have 25,000, you're going to have
Watch
to
your feet. We just clean there.
become a Thane. Basically, if you talk to the steward first, basically he has a quest for you to go, some kind of necromancer trying to raise the dead or something. But anyway, he's got a quest for you, and after you complete that, she's just got a couple little items. Her dead husband, they made a shrine for him, and she asked you to go put like a ceremonial horn on it or something. And besides that, I think it's it, and that'll be enough for her to say, if you want to buy a house in our hold, you are welcome to. Okay, so that's our number 11th.
Be quick. I have little patience
May
for
the
mundane
gods watch
concerns.
over your battles, friend.
Okay, so
Splendid.
the things that I
There's a house
mentioned,
available right now.
you come up here, you talk to this guy, he has the quest, and after that quest, you go
Wonderful.
talk to her,
Here is the
and you
key
do
to
what
your
she
new home.
asks, and then she'll tell you that there's a place available. I do not use this crib. So I don't think I decorate it at this particular
I'd be
time.
glad to
Somewhere
help
down the
you.
road, I believe
There are
I
many
may,
ways
when
to
money is
improve your
more
home,
plentiful.
provided you have the coin. And the...
Okay, that's our crib right there. I believe we're right next to the Bard's College there. Okay, so it looked like I purchased the Alchemy Center, but not the enchantment. But anyway, up in the bedroom is our number 12 stone. I love it. They bait you down here. There's a trap door. This guy's all like, suck up.
Makes a great lure. Odd you didn't die from the fall, though. Most do. Oh, and don't mind my assistant here. He may have seen better days, but he's still more help to me dead than he was alive. All right, let's see if we have something here to end this as quickly as possible. Don't worry.
You're like, that's right, dude. I'm out. Alright, so down there is the next stone. And when you work your way back up, make sure you hit the word wall in that crate up there. Alright, so that's our number 13. Alright, so you kind of have to work your way through this area. You progress through it and you head up to the dead rock place up here. And at the very top, there's a hack raven doing her little thing. You take her out and your next stone is up there. Alright, so that's going to be our number 14 stone, and we're going to go ahead and break the video here. Just there during the loading thing you saw, my level was 32. And the beginning of the other video I mentioned, I think it was a level 5 or 6. So, I mean, that's how you know, the shit progresses as you're working your way, you know, through this. Again, I'm also, you know, smithing and enchanting and stuff like that as this is going on. So I deal with her, get her done. She's got a little sacrifice table here, but right there by the dead goat is our next stone. And we're going to go ahead and break the video here, come back with the next 10 stones, and then the video after that to get the crown.